We're live. That took a bit of time to go live.
Oh, we're here now?
We're here. Thanks for coming. Q4 talk tonight. So we're a couple of days away from Q4. Q4 being the fourth quarter of the calendar year, the part of the year where a lot of resellers make a lot of their money. Obviously, this year is a bit different because of COVID, so we're not really sure what that's going to bring.
This year's whack.
I believe Job Seeker, Job Keeper has been halved, and then it's going to we'll be getting rid of early next year. So it's going to be an interesting 4 months for a lot of people. So we wanted to come on tonight, talk about our experience in the last couple of years in Q4 and what we've done to help our sales to get those really important Q4 sales, which sort of make up a large part of a lot of resellers' income. A lot of resellers in the States, like Q4 is their golden time, and they sort of focus purely on that.
I think we're a bit different.
Yeah, we sort of focus on a lot of the year and try and maximize it throughout the year.
Go hard all the time.
But we're always thinking ahead of time. So we've been thinking about Q4 since, really Q1. What we're buying, what items are going to be selling for Christmas, looking out for newer tag stuff all year round, looking for bulk buys.
Please let us know if you can hear us.
Yeah, that'd be handy. We do have the mic on, so that is good. Let's see who's in the chat. We have Joylene in. I saw Robbie earlier. He is still at work. Caroline's here as well. Thank you for being here. Tamara's in. We have
having
both
a good
the
old
mums
chat.
in the chat.
Mother's Club.
Diver Flipper, what's up? Captain's in the house.
Howdy.
Toby. Dave's in. Thanks for being here. Cuvid 4. I don't mind that. That's a good terminology,
All right,
Gary.
All right.
See
what you did there.
Zach, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Oz Riley and the other Zach. What's
all
up?
the Zachs.
We've got DBG, Leanne. Thanks for being here. We've got Deb, Modern Vintage Vogue Shopper. Thanks for coming. Rob Gillard, Jasmin. Thanks for being here. Chrissy over on Facebook.
That's
yes,
cool.
I can hear you. That is
okay,
good stuff.
Because we didn't know up until just then.
If anyone has any questions along the way tonight, please drop them in. Obviously, we try to be as transparent as we possibly can, answer pretty much any question that comes up and tell you our experience. So
and just have a chitty chat.
Yeah, if you do have questions, drop them in. We've got some stuff that we want to talk about, the strategy, postage cutoffs, which is going to be an interesting one this year because of all the COVID restrictions. We want to talk a little bit about utilizing offers, trying to put yourself in the customer's shoes, using express post. So plenty to get through. Yeah. And we have some mail time and some upcoming stuff that we need to talk about. So busy live. So thanks for coming. We have Adam as an American in Australia. We have Cara. Thanks for being here.
Hi. Chrissy is Cozy Country and Collections.
Oh, very nice. Thanks for coming. So I guess let's talk a little bit about strategy of Q4 to get it rolling. So as we said, we sort of plan all year round through the whole year for not just Q4, but the whole year ahead. So we're always looking forward, upcoming trends. We're looking at what items we can pick up for Christmas time. So one big part of that was the big G-Star lot that we got recently. We didn't put a huge amount of that out on the internet. Purely because we didn't want to sort of open ourselves up to potential issues. However, we got that direct from G-Star at a very good price, all brand new tags. So that's going to be one part of our Christmas strategy. Brand new tags items. Obviously, we've got a lot of RM stuff as well that we're sort of slowly listing. And we do a lot of management of our stock. So when we sell an item, we'll replace that item. So we don't sort of try and flood the market. But we will be listing a lot more of this stuff coming up to Christmas because we expect to be pretty busy. So,
but I would rather that multi-quantity items say 3 in stock rather than 28 in stock.
Yeah, so we'll put sort of 3 to 5 up at a time. Once they sort of sell down a couple, we'll restock them up to that 5.
Hi, Rory.
Hey, Rory, thanks for being here. Question, what will be the hot toy this Christmas?
Where can I get it now for the best price?
Look, if we could... think ahead that far ahead of time, I would have bought out every single one of them in Australia.
I think that the toy sellers have a fantastic Christmas and they are pretty onto it. We do far fewer toys.
Definitely. Toys is definitely not our strong suit. I know Judder does very well with that. He knows that market very well.
We got to make it up in other areas.
But those are the sort of items that are going to be hot for Christmas. So you're looking at anything that we can be gifted. So newer tags items is a great one. Vintage stuff will be good. I know I was talking to Sam Hammock Hustler the other day. and she was saying a lot of her vintage stuff is starting to sort of tick over for Christmas, which is already.
I was talking to Kari yesterday, and she said hard goods vintage,
Hard
your
good
Pyrex
vintage,
and stuff. I was like, dang, I hadn't even thought of that.
So there's a lot of items that at Christmas time will sort of ramp up. Now, obviously, there's categories that are going to do a lot better than others. Some secondhand clothing will still sell. We were quite surprised last year how much secondhand clothing we still sold. But we've been focused on picking up those sort of new with tag items, those new old stock sort of stuff, even the car parts that we picked up. There might be people out there that want to replace something. They get a gift card from someone around Christmas time for eBay.
Who's got a project?
Yeah, so there's plenty of things that can be up, and I think that's the good thing about eBay is it can also be after Christmas with those sort of gift cards and stuff. So.
Yeah, when people are spending their Christmas money, a PS5.
PS5?
Everyone get your PS5s.
If you can get PS5s, you're going to do okay. That's going to be
I'll take
difficult.
5
Pokemon,
PS5s.
Any Stretch Armstrongs. Stretch. They're always cool, Drew. I don't think they've ever not been cool.
I don't know what's cool because I'm not cool.
Susan's here. Thanks for that. Good to see you, Michael. Hope you're doing well. So that's sort of hot items. If anyone wants to add anything to that in the chat, feel free. But I think...
Or keep your secrets.
I think if you're out sourcing at the moment, you want to be looking for those sort of gift ideas.
You want to be hitting up Zahir's store.
You know, yeah. You just saw him drop in, didn't you? Hello, Zahir.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. So, yeah, I think if you're even out op shopping, stuff like even like shower gift packs in certain brands and stuff like that.
Oh, it's got to be like the discontinued stuff,
yeah,
though.
it's got to be good. So don't just go out and buy every single shower pack that you see. But
I found that PlayStation DualShock controller last week, and that sold already because it was in the box, and it was like a tattered box as well. But as soon as we're getting that kind of stuff, it's going again. So that's very nice.
Definitely. So that's sort of some of the hot items for Christmas, I think. They're always sort of pretty standard across most years. Obviously, if you're more in the know in certain areas, you're going to be able to pick up on trends that are up and coming. Or
what's out in pop culture.
Yeah, definitely. So Zakia's probably all over that. We want to talk a little bit about what we're going to change on our store as well. So we have free shipping on pretty much our whole store, apart from maybe 200 items.
Like low value items.
Yeah, or really big stuff. Then we also have eBay Plus on about 1,500 listings as of 3 days ago. And eBay have been ringing me like,
God.
Flat out, like,
are you guys getting like 6 or 7 calls from eBay just asking you to change stuff to eBay Plus?
I've literally had,
they're stalking us.
Yeah, like 6 in probably the last 2 months, I reckon.
Chill out, eBay.
So I actually jumped on yesterday night and updated a whole new bunch of listings to eBay Plus because it's going to get you that badge. It's going to offer express postage, which I think is going to be very important come Christmas time because Australia Post have released their timetable for Christmas. So obviously Melbourne is backed up. We had a CD that took over 3.5 weeks to get to Melbourne.
Yeah.
And the buyer was like, where's the CD? And unfortunately it wasn't tracked. It did end up getting there, but obviously took a long time. So I would be taking these dates with a grain of salt, and I actually have a little bit of a plan for myself to try and deal with this situation because I'm concerned that we're going to get to that sort of last week of Christmas and people are going to be too scared to buy because they're not going to get it.
I think that's going to happen as well. It's going to go dead in the water when people just realize it's too late.
Because I feel like last year it was very busy right up until about 3 days out because people thought they could still get stuff, and then it died right off.
Yeah.
This year, I think it's going to drop off even earlier at about 7 days. So I reckon anything closer than 7 days is going to be very tight to get it, even with Express. So that's what I'm thinking. Let's share the Oz Post screens. Because that is where we get this information from. Rob, my boy Rob, sent this across to us after talking about it Sunday for a little bit. So they're sort of talking about Christmas lodgement dates. We are recommending all items are lodged by the following dates for delivery within Australia by Christmas. So Parcel Post, they're saying make sure you send everything before Saturday the 12th of December. So that's 2 weeks from Christmas. That's a lot of sales that potentially you're going to miss out on because Australia Post is backed up a little bit.
I hope people know that, though. I hope they realize, like, you're going to have to get in early this year.
And an Express Post
always those.
From the 19th of December. So that's pretty reasonable because, well, it's still 6 days, really, before Christmas. I think Christmas on a Saturday this year. Must be.
I don't know.
So they're trying to give themselves 5-day express, which usually it's maximum of 3. So,
but at least they're still offering express, even if it's not going to be the express that we're used to. It'll just be like prioritized.
Yeah. So
Oof.
I think that's a little bit of a risk there, that people are not going to get the stuff before Christmas. Now, by updating our listings to include express postage, we're offering our buyer the chance to buy that item express. We're getting ourselves best match within eBay's algorithm.
Which is everything.
And eBay Plus is the only badge that they display now. So there's no like top rated seller or premium seller or anything like that anymore. So this could be a huge important thing for this Christmas, I think. And being that the timeframes for shipping are going to be longer, I think having express postage on your item could potentially sell your item over someone else's item that doesn't have it on there. So whether you decide to go down the free postage path, I don't think that matters as much. But I think having an express option on your listing, I think that is a huge advantage come Christmas time. And in that last sort of 2 weeks of Christmas, I'm actually going to be setting up some templates because I'm concerned that people are just going to buy thinking it's going to get there. So what I'm actually thinking of doing to provide good service to our customers in those last 2 weeks, I'm going to ship everything express because it's only going to cost me a couple extra dollars under my post business. And I know that they're going to receive the item that way. So I think
we know.
I think that way I'm going to make sure that people get their stuff. I'm not going to get hit with returns and late deliveries because we all know that Christmas is a hectic time. And if people aren't getting their stuff, they're very likely to leave you a negative feedback.
People are crazy at Christmas.
Especially this year, I think it's going to be a struggle for a lot of people. They're not going to be able to shop in some of the major shopping centers in some places. So online shopping might be pretty huge, which potentially is going to backlog the system as well. So
it's like it's good and it's bad. We're going to see the best and the worst this year, I think.
It's almost the perfect storm, I'd say. So we're going to try and do everything we can to make sure the buyer gets their item. Obviously, there's going to be some stuff that doesn't get there because even if we do it in that last week, it's not guaranteed. But yeah, it's only going to cost me an extra $2, $2 to $3, I think, depending on what size it is because of discount.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm pretty confident that we should be able to do it on most things. Now, if they are an eBay Plus member, they automatically get upgraded anyway. So I think it's kind of it's not a win for us, but it may save us negative feedback. It'll probably get more sales because we have that option. So therefore, we're kind of going to be ahead in the long run. So that's sort of my plan. And I'm going to set up some templated responses saying, hey, due to the AusPost timeframes, we're going to send this express to you. But please be aware that there may be some delays based on postage. So I'm going to try and get ahead of it. So if things do get there late, people have already been set at that expectation. So they're not like, why did I not get this?
You're going to be able to tell as well, kind of in that third week before Christmas, whether we're going to need to do that or whether maybe it'll be fine.
There you go. I will be putting a note on all my items advertising in the description about these dates 2 to 3 weeks prior to. Yep.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Put it everywhere.
Express post not guaranteed, and they're quoting 5+ days.
Yeah, so it's going to be more of like a priority post than an express post.
See, I've heard a few people say this, and I'm not going to adopt that strategy because to me, 1 week of sales could be anywhere between 4 and Christmas time. God knows it could be $7,000. That's a lot of money to lose out on for a Christmas period because you don't want to mess with postage. So
you might get some returns because things arrived late, but it's not all going to be returned, surely.
But each to their own. Christmas on a Friday.
Thanks for that.
God knows I can't count.
Someone knows their stuff.
I'm not doing 1 day handling time. That's fair enough.
Yeah. So that's the other part of eBay Plus that we keep forgetting is that you've got to have the 1 day handling as well.
Yeah, we're in that routine, so it doesn't really affect us. We just do that. That's part of our business. It's part of how we run. I think leaving it 2 days would be probably worse for us because then we'd have twice as many parcels to sort through. So.
But they are hounding us.
Especially for eBay Plus. Yeah, they're going like, they asked me the other day, they're like, how many listings do you think you'll be able to upgrade? And I was like,
oh,
why are you asking me? It's like, are you on a quota or something? And I was like, can you just back off? Because we already had 1,500 and we updated another 300.
Only 1,500, not enough.
Right, crazy. Let's catch up with the chat.
I did see that Kirsty popped in as well.
Hey, Kirsty. Getting out of lockdown will be my Christmas present.
Yep.
Another 3 weeks. Hopefully that goes as well. You guys try and not op
Did we
shopping
go
for
3 months? I think we might have hit
Or
4.
maybe 2, I reckon.
We're going a bit crazy.
What's going on?
We don't know what's going on.
Let's go. I got my Father's Day hamper delivered today. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Let's catch up. Could you not switch everything to Express from the 19th onwards? You could definitely. So you could just set up an Express post listing on that last week. So you'd set up a postage policy would probably be the best way to do it.
And just apply to all.
And just apply to all the ones that you want to apply to. Don't offer Express on huge items because it'll cost you a bajillion dollars.
Oh, man. It jumps so fast.
So
like,
small, medium,
if you
large.
have a large box.
Yeah. Small, medium, large is probably the limit. The satchels is probably the limit of what I'd be comfortable doing. Anything other than that, you're going to be paying huge money. So
Shazad's strategy is always try to under-promise and over-deliver.
there you go.
That's why if something's even like very good condition, I just say it's good condition.
Why would you close up? Some of my best secondhand stuff sells after Christmas. There you go.
Last Christmas, we even had a sale on Christmas Day, and we were like, what's that person doing?
I know, right? Evening, Sam. Thanks for being here.
Hey,
eBay
Sam.
has internal targets for adoption.
Brad
Yeah.
straight out asked her, like,
I was like,
do you have quotas to hit?
quotas
She's like,
to hit?
oh, no,
She's like,
no,
oh, no,
no.
we just want to make sure that you're getting the promotion, like, and getting best match. And
I'm calling you every week
I was
for
like,
you.
can you stop ringing me? Like, I'll get to this when I have time. We have over half our store on eBay Plus.
We're doing things,
to
y'all.
calm your farm. But
Calm your farm.
she likes to give me calls. So some of the other stuff that I had written down, I reckon we'll leave some of that. Let's get into some of the questions that we've got over on Instagram because I think they all interlink with this.
All right.
If you guys have any further questions, drop them in and we'll
Zach
try and pick them
had
up.
5 sales last Christmas
There
Day.
you go.
People are just like avoiding their families.
I actually find posting items 10 a.m. before 10 a.m.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
ours
actually
gets-
like a whole day faster because otherwise it'll get scooped up at 2:00, and if you miss 2:00, it's the next
day.
afternoon.
Yeah, so we've spoken to our post office about their pickup times, and that's when theirs is done. I'm not sure if that's the same for everyone, but even if you ask them, if you go in and say, hey, when does your post actually get picked up? And if you can get in before that post gets picked up, then your item's going to get there quicker than expected. So that's a positive at the moment, especially with the delays through eBay. So, through Ozpost. Let's jump in some of these questions. So we had Pre-Love for Profit, Summer, has asked us, how often are you ending and restarted promoted listing campaigns? I think this is pretty important, not only for Christmas, but in general. So I've screwed around with promoted listings so many times to try and work out.
I don't even know what our promotions are sometimes because you've changed it.
I'm trying to work out, A, what's the best promoted rate? B, what's the best time to promote? And C, how often should I be promoting? So I've tried so many different variations of this. And the one that I've sort of settled on at the moment is I'll either re-promote 2 or 3 times, depending on my impressions per week. I will definitely re-promote on a Monday at lunchtime. So Monday's promotion will run through until usually Friday. If Thursday's drop off, I will do a 1-day promotion in the middle just to keep sales flowing through. But Friday lunchtime, I end them all and redo them all again so that it gives eBay time to like put them through the algorithm, place them in the spots they need to be in by the end of Friday so that I've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday of my items potentially right up the top of promotions. So
now all 66 of us will be on that schedule and all of our listings will pop back up to the top at the same time.
That's okay. So that's what I've been trying. I sort of said that to a few people, and I think when they've done it on a consistent basis, it has helped. Obviously, everyone's store is completely different, so try different things out that are going to work for you. I promote at trending, and what that generally works out to is our total fees is about 15%. So across all our sales, including promotion, our average fee price is 15%. So you're paying the standard eBay fee of whatever per category plus a percentage promotion. So not everything will sell and promoted, but on average, 15% is our fees.
And that means in some categories we're promoting what some people would consider high, but in other categories it's low and it just averages out.
Well, because it's trending, it's the trending price for that category. So one might be 7.9% and one
But
might
another
be
one's
2%.
3. Yeah.
So it equals out to that sort of generally around 4 to 5% on top of listings, and then the total average is 15.5, including eBay's standard fees. So I hope that helps. That's a little bit confusing and very hard to get into. But that's what I've been trying for quite a while now, and it seems to be working. So definitely a good option to look at.
Frank has dropped in.
Okay, Frank, good to see you. I dropped a blog today. I need to read that later tonight.
On storage unit.
Yep. And also Robbie and Frank dropped their video. Well, Rob dropped the video of Rob and Frank going thrifting on the weekend.
They're such a good duo.
They are very
so
good.
funny.
Good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. Hassan, thank you for coming. How do you get express postage through eBay if you're using AusPost Business to send? How do you get express postage through eBay if you're using AusPost?
Just to cover everything, Wendy, we have a policy set up that says that we will ship for free domestic non-express, or you can select express for an extra $4.
Yep.
So that's our business policy that we apply to most things that would go in like a small satchel.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we put it into AusPost Business, I'm writing on the bag, this one's express, and then I'm selecting express in AusPost Business.
Yeah, so you're setting it up on eBay as an option. Then when you export the information to My Post Business, you're selecting Express Post within My Post Business as the option to send it.
I really wish that it would recognize that eBay has Express on it and integrate it. But I mean, you select your options in there. So
it's not there yet.
I
did ask them when eBay Managed Payments were coming in, and they were talking about eBay Plus. They were talking about this integration and how they were going to upgrade people automatically to Express. I was like, so is this going to integrate with My Business Post?
How's that going to
work? And
they
said yes, and then it didn't.
But no.
So you have to be aware of it. So the way we do it is write it on the bag. We'll put it at the front of the stack. So we do all of them at the start. And then we have
how handy
some Express post tape that our local post office gave us. Are we allowed to tell them who they gave us this?
I think
they gave it to us, and we just chuck one of them on there for each express. And we're probably getting maybe 7 or 8 a week. Most days we'll have an express. I hope that clarifies that question for you. I have daily collection from Royal Mail. There you go.
Ooh, I'm so tempted to book pickups, but it's nice to get out.
All at 3.3 and a refresh every Thursday and fortnight.
Bam, Zach's got a plan.
Go. Evening, a bit late. That's all right.
Hey,
thanks for being here, Paul. Giddy.
And Gibbsy.
Giddy.
Hey, Giddy.
Gibbsy. Man, I can't
Gibbsy
talk.
goodness.
I would hold fire on promoted listing research. Q1 EB are introducing real-time data. There you go. I've been testing a lot of things for months now, so that's the one that I've settled with. But Shazad has the knowledge for sure. Do you only do promoted listings, or do you do markdown as well? Generally, we won't mark down stuff.
Promoted.
I'd rather pay. So I'd rather pay the 7 to 8% promoted listing than do a 10 to 20% off discount. Promoted is a huge thing because they have specific spots within eBay search that are allocated to promoted listings. So your item's getting seen, whereas a markdown doesn't necessarily mean your item's going to get
visible.
seen. So that's the difference in my eyes. If you have people watching items, for sure, there might be a benefit in offering a discount, but then you need to calculate that into your business. So how much of a discount are you offering? 10, 20%, fine. Any more than that, you're starting to cut into your profits. So,
well, it's all cutting into profit. It's just how much can you allow it to cut into your profit?
Definitely. So very rarely we'll do markdowns. We are running a couple auctions at the moment to try and clear some older stock.
Just about to say that we're trying to do that.
Just testing that out, like starting them at low prices. Most of them are ending this Saturday, so I don't know if we're going to get any sales from it, but it's something that we're trying. So
apparently having options, eBay likes that as well. If you occasionally run an auction, they bump a bit of traffic your way, I suppose.
Mine won't give me Express Post. Damn it. So how much do you figure it costs you to do free shipping with promoted listings?
Oh, Tommy's passionate about it.
I know that Tommy is very passionate about this, but I was expecting Tommy to ask this question today. So my counter argument to that.
Oh, he's thought it through.
Is the way that eBay is matching listings at the moment, you get a bump, right? So if I'm getting more than one extra sale a day, I'm covering that extra cost, right?
Yes.
So as long as I'm getting an extra sale a day by offering free shipping, the extra 80 cents or whatever it's going to be on the included free shipping that I wouldn't pay if it was plus shipping,
Yes.
I make up by selling the extra item.
I think I almost followed that.
Yeah, I know, right? So I know Tommy's very passionate about it, but that's my take on it. So everyone has a different way of looking at it, but that's the way I look at it. If I'm getting more sales from it, then I'm happy to pay the extra little bit of money. So
okay.
yeah, I think I've answered that.
Hollywood's here.
Before jail would have cost me 4 to 7K loss. Yeah, I understand, but would you get more than that in sales if you're doing free shipping?
That's the big question, and that's a really hard one to test.
When we went to free shipping, we did see an increase in sales.
Yes.
So now I'm like, if I shifted back, would that be a problem?
Are they going to give you a kick for
I have
going backwards?
I have been testing a few items with Plus Post, and haven't had a huge amount of luck.
No, I've been putting Plus Post on things where like every sold comp is Plus Post. That's the way that those items sell.
I feel like,
but if there's a mix, then my free post ones go quicker.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just over here, but they're really pushing eBay Plus in Australia, Tommy. I don't know if they're doing that in America, but they are like legitimately hounding people to do eBay Plus. And I know they called Cara multiple times.
I feel like they're going to knock on our door soon and be like, let's sit down and change them all together.
I build a markdown buffer into listing. There you go, for sure. That's exactly what I was wondering. How much of eBay as a whole is free shipping? I don't know. Do you know those percentages?
I don't know. Tommy might know, or he might know for the States.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Lucky's new bell is really loud. Sorry.
Let's go to the second question. We have Mum, Wife, Thrift Life, Denica. Do you change the type of stock you list in Q4? Not so much
stock, we're listing it. It doesn't matter when, really. But if you have stock that would be good for gifts, then don't wait. Get it up.
Definitely.
What were you going to say?
I don't think we change what we list, but we start thinking a little bit earlier on about like what we want to be sourcing for this period. So right now we're very focused on listing all that brand new tag stuff because we're expecting Q4 to be when it sells. So
we basically prioritize giftable and new things over other stock that will sell just as well in January.
Yeah. Red Chair Thrift Sophie.
Hey.
What do you do differently during Q4 that makes it so different from the rest of the year? I guess that's about adding express to a lot of items, potentially changing our return time frame. We did it last year. We changed it to 60 days. And we didn't get that many returns.
It didn't have negative results. We're not sure if it had positive results. It might have gotten us more sales.
And I'm also looking at those templated responses this year. So
for us, it's more like reactive because we know there's more strain on the system, more strain on the post.
Well, proactive.
Customers, proactive, reactive. So we don't really change like what we're doing, but we prepare for craziness.
There you go. I think you got a test for eBay Plus. So that is huge here.
No.
If you're not eBay Plus, you have no badge. You have no advantage over anybody else.
And they seem to think it's like a huge deal. They're like, you don't have the badge. And we're like, okay.
Literally 6 phone calls in the last 2 months. So that'll be interesting to see how that does impact America. So I'll be interested to see in a year's time what your take on that is, Tommy, because I completely understand what you're saying about promoted listings and the fees that will cost you extra. But at the same time, I think we get more sales because of free postage and having the eBay Plus logo or badge, whatever you want to call it.
When we didn't do eBay Plus and they were telling us to and we hadn't started switching it over, we had a really crappy week. And when we started switching them, those items started selling and we were like, oh my God, are they punishing us?
There was actually a VHS. We don't sell a lot of VHS, but there was a VHS that we sold today that I updated yesterday to eBay Plus.
Is that the Agatha Christie?
Yep.
We've had that in our store for like a year.
Yeah. And I updated it yesterday and it sold. So I feel as though whenever eBay push these things as hard as they are pushing eBay Plus right now, you kind of have to react to that because there's obviously there's something in the algorithm that is pushing those listings. You're getting best match preference, and if you're promoting well, you're going to be right up there as well. So
it's a bit of reward. And
there is actually an eBay Plus filter as well here in Australia, Tommy. So it's literally a button that you click, and all the other listings will drop off. So if someone does click that button, then your listing's
You're
gone.
invisible.
So
I don't know how much people use that, but more and more people want Express, and they can get upgraded to Express for free that way. So I think more people are going to start doing that.
So that's probably a good point. eBay Plus, for those who don't know, if you are an eBay Plus member as a buyer
and you buy
from
eBay Plus
seller, if you buy from an eBay Plus seller, you automatically get upgraded to Express Postage.
Camera is hating your hand movements. We're so blurry.
Hello. Hey, Tom.
Hey,
good
Tom.
to see you. Germany has eBay Plus. Sure.
Germany and Oz.
I'm guessing it's because no competition from Amazon. Yeah, probably. So is eBay Plus kind of like Amazon Prime? Kind of, but eBay Plus in Australia will never be as quick as Amazon Prime.
We can't do same day. It's shipped next day.
Yeah, but regardless, even if you shipped it the same day, it wouldn't get there the same day.
There.
No way.
So it's like Australia's best shipping we can do.
Yeah, essentially it's send it within one business day. It'll get there within X amount of days, depending if they choose Express or normal. But it's eBay's way of trying to be quick.
And
so
in some cases, you can get upgraded to Express for free.
Yeah.
And they really want us to do it.
Express. So eBay Plus is free post, 1 day shipping, and an Express option. Yes. And I think I think there's some other qualifications within that as well.
The Express has to be charging only the difference.
Less than $4.
Yeah.
Well, $4 or less, I believe. You can't add like a heap amount on for Express postage.
The first few ones I did free domestic regular, and then I did like full payment, like $11.95 or whatever it is for Express, and I thought I was getting eBay Plus and I wasn't. Yeah. Read the fine print.
It's like Merchant Prime. Yeah. Sure. Makes sense. Cool. So I guess we've covered that one off pretty well. Gone into some pretty deep stuff there.
Oh, man.
Let's go to Frank's question. Are you participating in eBay's co-promo offer? I was talking to him about this the other day. You know, sometimes we get emails from eBay. Obviously, I usually deal with them, where they're like, if you offer a 10% discount, we will pay 5% of that discount and you will pay 5%. So it's like co-funding.
I've never read one of those.
Yeah, we've participated in 3 of them without your knowledge. Where I think the biggest one was 15% and we had to offer 7.5 and they offered 7.5. We did see a little bit of an uptick in sales.
No, I remember that sale. I just didn't realize they were helping us out with it.
It doesn't always go out to everyone. So we actually haven't got that this time around, but we got it 3-4 months ago when other people weren't getting it. So I feel like they pick and choose. They roll it out to a certain amount of accounts. Otherwise, if they did it for everyone, then there's no difference between accounts.
You're on the blacklist because you've only updated 1,500 listings.
Probably am on the blacklist. They're probably sick of calling me and me saying, leave me alone.
Crazy how everything's so different, doing the same thing from country to country.
Absolutely.
Mate, look at eBay Ireland.
Jazz, you on the Scotch?
No, I'm on flat Macca's Coke from yesterday that I poured into a cup.
Are you selling internationally? I've been using standard basic registered with tracking and getting approximately $5 discount to most places. Yes, so we do sell internationally. We took a lot of our international postage off because of COVID, because we had a really expensive DVD that left us in April and still hasn't got to Canada.
It's not there.
We just pulled a lot of our stuff. People message us about buying overseas. We'll set it up. I'm thinking January 1st, I'll start switching everything back on again. So I just didn't want to deal with too much issues with post overseas because there have been huge delays. So I turned a lot off. We still have some listings that have stuff on to New Zealand and UK, but not as many as we used to have, and probably 20%. But you do get a massive discount by using My Post Business.
I was so surprised at the international discount.
Some of the biggest stuff, we've saved like $22 on an item. I think it was usually $53 and it cost us like $31 or something.
Yeah.
So get onto that for sure. I'm a
DBG.
bit stung that way. I'm listing on different countries, so my domestic and post is actually international. Can't afford free post. No way. Yeah, for sure.
You've got such a unique thing going on.
Something to do with best match. In the last eBay conference call, they explained that the filters are the most important thing. That is why listing specifics is the most important going forward.
Right, that's an update for me. Yeah.
G'day. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Sorry,
Who
I'm
pays
late.
for the upgrade to eBay Plus? Who pays for that upgrade to eBay Plus? So eBay Plus is free to sign up to, and eBay will cover the difference in the postage. So that $4 upgrade for free, eBay will pay. If the buyer isn't signed up for eBay Plus and pays the $4, then obviously the buyer will pay. But
And do we know when eBay has upgraded them randomly, or we just see that one's express post?
Just comes through as express post. Have you thought about using Searle for overseas posts? Apparently they use DHL e-commerce services. I have thought about using Searle. I know someone was talking the other night, they got something, where did they send it to? Somewhere random, and it got there and they couldn't get it there through AusPost. So if I needed to, definitely. I don't really feel like right now we need to look at that very much because our sales are going strong within Australia. Obviously, we might get a few more sales if we did overseas, but right now, I think for myself, it's a bigger risk than it is reward. So that's my take on it.
Domestically, I've heard such mixed reviews for Searle. I was waiting for them to get a bit like bigger and more reliable.
Thanks for getting me on the Post Biz. We have saved heaps on international.
Sweet.
For sure. Yeah, my post is awesome.
Especially for VHS.
Can't read the description how they're going to set a filter. Watching Good Mythical Morning distracted me. That's all right. Thanks for coming.
Russia. Searle to Russia.
Wow, that's insane. Yeah. What's up, William? Thanks for being here.
Hey.
We've got some more questions over from Instagram.
Oh, really?
Some random question from this Aussie VHS. He said some rubbish question about the Adelaide Crows in fourth quarters. For those that don't know, I go for Adelaide Crows. Obviously, we've got the wooden spoon this year, so Rob's trying to rub it in a little bit. But that's okay because his team has been there many a times. We got one from Flippity Flop.
Flippity Flop.
They are a
great name.
Newer couple into reselling. I was speaking to him on IG earlier today, just through quick message. How to sell faster and how to get products coming to sell. So I think you're trying to say, how do you get faster sales? So that's obviously about picking the right stock, using promoted listings where available, taking really good pictures and describing your item very well, including your title and pictures.
Sell through. I can't express this enough. When we first started, we picked stuff up because we went, that looks cool, I want to sell it. And we still have those things because one sells every year. Because we didn't look at the sell-through rate.
Now we're picking up, like a lot of the stuff we're picking up now, we're selling within like a week or two. It's like actually insane, the difference between how long some of our older stuff is sitting, like bad pictures, item specifics aren't updated correctly. The stuff that we put up with new pictures, new item specifics, and list that we buy like week by week is selling like really quickly.
Things we like cherry pick from op shops, yeah. And then we've got like our wholesale and bulk buys that just tick over however they tick over.
And how to get products coming to you. So I think that's about wholesale, and that is very difficult to find.
Trial and error.
In Australia, we're still trialing a couple wholesalers. There's one that we think is going to be okay.
But we chatted to someone yesterday who had a bad experience. A whole lot from the same people and did not want it.
So that's, did I hear sell-through rate? My second favorite rant.
All right, let's go. Sell-through rate.
I think sell-through rate in Australia and sell-through rate in America are two different things as well. Because Australia is much smaller and we don't have as many options for people to buy off us, and as many options to sell, like to buy things from. So I think naturally most Australian stores are probably higher with a lower sell-through rate.
Yeah.
In most occasions. I have seen some exceptions to that rule where they're selling like electronics that flies out the door, some niche kind of like collectible stuff potentially. Getting your hands on that stuff regularly in Australia is very difficult though.
We're all trying to stock up and have really diverse stores so that we can try to sell more to fewer people than we have here. Our
sell-through rate on gaming stuff has been insane.
Yeah.
Like that is like when we list it, it's going. So I think it's, you have to take that in consideration as well.
It's something that I just did not understand at all at the start. So I preach that.
I've just sold some printer toner.
Listed over 5 years ago.
We've probably got some there as well.
I reckon we do.
Sorry, Brad, say that again. New item. What is he trying to say?
Okay, what we're going to do is stop the live stream and then we will go back and look at what Brad said and then we'll come back and he'll say it again.
All right.
Because we don't know.
I come in peace. Good to see you, Dave. If eBay headquarters building all explodes suddenly at the same time.
Don't say that on the internet. It wasn't. This will be flagged. Alarm bells are going off somewhere. How would you sell-through rate sound in Scooby-Doo voice?
It wouldn't sound very good at all.
Asking for a friend.
2 Aussie bucks to promote our latest adventure bid. So it looks like if Drip to Fitness have a new bit out.
Check it out.
I didn't know we were a promo service. Now doing promos. That's funny.
Oh, that feels unnatural.
No, I agree with that. I just like that you said you pay attention now. So many people complain stuff doesn't sell.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. I think when you start out, that's something that you don't understand well.
It didn't cross my mind. I didn't
when
think
you start
about
out on eBay, there's so many things to learn. You're learning the platform, which changes daily. You're learning how to list an item. You're learning how to source an item. And then trying to work out if it's selling or not is very difficult to all do all in one. So I think that's a natural progression as you get better in eBay. You start understanding what eBay is doing. You can start looking at sold comps and understanding, there's 100 listed, but there's 300 sold, or reverse.
This is going to take 3 weeks to sell, 6 months to sell, a year to sell. 300
listed and 3 sold. Well, then it's not worth picking up unless you can do it for super cheap and sell it.
Or it's something you want to keep on your shelf and enjoy until it sells 2 years later. Like
Michael Woods are amazing over here at the moment. All the trees are changing. That's awesome.
I want to come visit.
The auction professor has a good video on sell-through rates for sure. Oh, Zach's over on Facebook now. Thanks for dropping in.
He's here. He's there. He's everywhere.
So a couple other things. We sort of touched on extended returns. So that might be something you look at again this year.
Yeah.
I'm still not sold on that, but it didn't affect us last year. So
we didn't see one way or the other. So what we did was we extended our returns policy out to 60 days instead of 30 days. Reason being, we wanted to encourage people to buy from our store for Christmas presents early and to choose us because they would have the confidence that if you got like 6 of the same thing, that they would be able to return it.
Yeah.
We didn't see any extra returns, I don't think.
No. So
but it might have gotten us some more sales.
Yeah, so I'm trying to put myself in the customer's shoes, especially at Christmas time, because Christmas is a very unique period, right? You have a set amount of time before those sales stop, right? Normally on eBay, it doesn't matter. Like your sales aren't sort of confined by a period of time. It just flows. Christmas is a very unique period where you need to maximize the amount of sales that you're getting because people are spending in that period of time. So I'm trying to put myself in the customer's shoes where I'm like, if I was a customer, I had the exact same item across 2 accounts for the exact same price. One had 30-day returns. Well, let's do 3. One had no returns. One had 30-day returns and one had 60 days. If I'm 45 days out from Christmas, which one am I going to choose? The 60-day.
We did it in retail as well. Like that whole kind of last month, we had a sign up all the time that said, you'll still be able to return anything you buy this month until the 2nd week of January.
Yeah. So I think by providing the customer that option, it fills them with more confidence. Now, whether they use that option or not is irrelevant because once they buy an item and give it to someone, the chances of you getting it back are pretty slim. We didn't see an increase like last year at all on our percentages. Obviously, you sell more stuff, so you're probably going to get the same amount of percentage back, which might be more items, but percentage-wise, we didn't see an increase. So if I can get more sales because of offering that 60-day returns, then I'm probably going to give it a crack. So I'm probably going to do it again this year.
Yeah, I was thinking initially, no, let's not, because people will still open returns anyway, and then if they seem sketchy, you can say, no, sorry, it's 30 days. But then if you get more sales at the start,
you're winning, right?
It's actually worth it.
Hey, Tony, thanks for being here. I've had 60-day returns for over 2 years. Your returns go down when you increase the return window.
Interesting.
There you go. The longer you give people to return an item, the less likely you are to actually return it. There you go.
Well,
So
I did not know that.
let's do that again.
And go watch Drifter Thrifters.
After the show. Coming up next, the other part, utilizing offers. So we put offers on all our items, and we will send offers out regularly to our buyers. So we always price our item with enough room that we can send out an offer of 10-15% off that item and still make the profit that we want to make.
We leave that buffer that Thrifter.me was talking about.
Yeah, we leave a buffer so that we can send offers out so that the buyer feels like they're getting a better deal. We're still making enough margin on our item to keep our business rolling. So utilize those offers at Christmas. Now, if people are looking at stuff now and you have that 60-day window, you're sending offers out, you're probably more likely to get that sale than just letting it sit there and they don't show interest. So I check mine like regularly, like every couple of hours, I'll go and check it. If I see a new item popped up, I'll send an offer straight away so that that buyer keeps that in their front of their mind, and hopefully they'll take up that offer. Obviously, the amount of sales we get from offers are not huge, but we definitely get them from offers. So utilize
a little bobblehead.
utilize that where you can.
Good night, Lucy.
Good night. Thanks for being here.
Cara says, buff.
What's that?
Buffer.
Buff.
You got to have a buffer. Also, she's been watching Buffy.
She has. So we've done all the questions on Instagram. We've talked about our strategy. We've talked about hot items. We've talked a little bit about postage.
This is such an itinerary tonight. I thought we were just going to hang.
Well, there's 80 people here, so I want to give them value. Thanks, everyone, for coming. Extended returns, we've touched on a little bit. Maximizing sales, so using offers to watches. You can do discounts if you want, but I feel like the best way we found is promoted listings. So use your promoted listings effectively. Work out what's working for your store and track it over time.
And try and hit that best match. But then, as Shazad just said, have all your item specifics in. Because it's apparently coming down to the filter more and more.
I'm up to 28 listings on eBay now. Yes. What's the new bump eBay does for new returning sellers? Hoping to start fourth quarter with at least 50. I think it depends. Like, I think after a month, you can ring them and ask to have more listed listings added to your quota.
Yeah,
but
like if they can see that you're shipping stuff, then why wouldn't they bump you up?
60-day returns is scary. What if they decide they don't want it anymore and want to return it?
Accept the return.
Yeah, that's
if it's coming back to you in good condition, you can just sell it again.
Yeah, if it's not in the same condition, then the return's not valid.
Yeah, and then you just reject it and say eBay, it wasn't returned in the right condition.
They have to return it in the same condition they bought it. So if it's legitimate, they send it back to you.
You've got your item.
You've got your item. They've got the money back. There's no real issue.
Returns seem so scary sometimes. I got really upset the other week because a console was returned to us and they said that it was faulty, but it totally wasn't.
Yeah.
And I was just so stressed about it. And then once it was all over, I was like, who cares? They've got my console.
I think the way that we look at returns, and it's taken us a little bit of time to get there, is it's part of business. You have to accept a return rate in your business. Offering people that confidence that they can buy from you and return the item will get you more sales. Like, I have no doubt about that. If you're not offering returns and you're really rigid on it, then people are going to get upset with you. And they're more likely to give you negative feedback, which is going to affect you longer term than accepting a return, paying them the money and moving on.
I think we used to fight returns a lot more than we do now. And it was stressful. It was such a headache. And it was like, we wanted to be right, but
it doesn't matter.
You don't have to be. Like, just get your item back.
I love sending offers, helps keeping things turning over. People think they're getting a bargain for sure. Yeah.
I'm addicted to sending offers.
Forum Facebook. Thanks,
yeah,
Zach.
That might be a record.
She finished Buffy. I'm watching New Charmed.
That's right. I knew that.
Dave sent us a super sticker. Can we see what the super sticker
is? Thanks, Dave. I don't know. How do I do that?
Just scroll up. Yeah.
It's a poop.
It's a poop.
Thanks for the poop, Dave.
Thanks for the poop. Appreciate it. 4 p.m. drinks. Your vids are so helpful as an eBay seller. Do you have protection against scammers? Yes and no. So firstly, thank you for being here. I think that's a new name.
I have not seen the name 4 p.m. drinks, but I like it.
So definitely, if you know eBay's policy and you stick to eBay's policy, you're covered by what eBay policy says. Now, eBay policy in most cases will favor the buyer, But if the buyer is legitimately trying to scam you and won't return an item, like we did that eBay scam video, you're protected. If they don't return an item, then they're not getting a refund. It's that simple. There's other scams out there that go around that and try other things by returning fake items and stuff like that, but that's a whole different story. So yes, there is seller protection. Is it great? Not always, but if you can stay within eBay's policy, 9 times out of 10, you end up in the right. So
be really clear about any faults that your item has, photograph it really well. And when we have gotten returns, if I have a sketchy feeling like they might have sent me a brick instead of my console back, I'll film opening it up.
Yeah.
So you got to cover yourself.
Buyers are actually learning about offers from sellers, so they will watch an item.
Hoping to get an offer.
That's fine by me. If the item's going to get sold, I'm happy for them to watch my item. Returns are simply part of business. Absolutely. Okay. People on Depop wanting to return for free because it didn't fit kills me. If you gained 5 kilos during return,
that's on you.
Problem.
Someone try and tell me that a brand new pair of jeans was not a size 36. The manufacturer made a mistake. I was like, nah, it's you.
So weird. I get the best returns. So much fun. Yeah, we've had a couple interesting ones lately. God. What sucks with returns is you lose out on double the postage. If you're offering free postage and free returns, yes. But as a percentage for your business, that is very, very small amount of money. So yes, it might cost you $16 to do a return, but how many sales are you gaining by offering return postage for free? So
I wish I actually knew that number.
Well, there was some figures that were going around about returns and offering returns.
Going around sounds like a cold. It's going around.
eBay sent out some data, which you can never trust exactly what eBay says. But
you know,
if I'm a buyer and I have the option between one item, exactly the same price as another item, one has returns and one doesn't, I'm buying the ones that returns 100% of the time. It's a write-off. Think of it that way. Much easier to swallow. 100%. Probably know about returns, though. We had the same crazy.
Yes, we did. I'm glad that we could share that experience. 2 years apart, same message.
I had to refund a game to Vic. Sent 5 weeks. Wow.
Oh, the postage ones suck. I'm like, that's not my fault.
Brad has a taser under his pillow for the scammers. I wish I did. That would be fun. I mean, no, I would.
You do get really serious if you think someone's scammed you. You're
like to catch people.
We're going to get this person.
New bolo I found was those little reader collector cases from Cole. Sold them for $10 profit after fees.
Oh, I
we
don't
can
like the Cole stuff.
Keep shipping on returns in the state. We can keep shipping on returns. Yeah, so I think it depends how you set up on the front end. So if you do plus post on the front end, you can keep the sent postage, but you can't keep the back postage because you have to pay it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Cool.
How'd you think about it?
Here's Krillin coming on the show. Krillin's welcome anytime. He does say hi a lot. I think Krillin's probably in bed at the moment. I've refunded over 10K in refunds in the last 12 months, way below 1%. So way within 5%, which is industry standard. So if refund rate is less than 5%, I wouldn't care.
5% the industry standard.
Yeah, so we're at like 1.3.
1.35. I don't check every day.
No worries at all. That's why we're here. Are you selective on returns? What about DVDs and CDs? If it is under $10, I'll just refund. If it's over $10 and I think they're being legitimate and under $20, I'll probably refund them. If I think they're being a dodgy piece of work, then I'll get them to return it. So I sort of have about a $18 cutoff. So if someone
you can tell, like most of the time you can tell from the messages if something's just gone wrong and they need a refund, or if they're just like trying to pull one over on you, and then you're like, sure, send it back.
Why sometimes do I not get charged fees on eBay? I think it depends.
Which fees?
Yeah, which fees firstly, but there are some promotions out at the moment. So there's been like 100% final value fee going around if you've been updating your eBay listings to eBay Plus. There also has been some eBay managed payments bonuses that have been going around, like extra listings and stuff like that. So it really depends on the situation. So without knowing your exact account, I couldn't tell you, but there are some promos out there that will potentially happen. Sometimes they do like 10 free listings, or they'll just throw a bone to you essentially. It doesn't happen very often, but
sometimes you have to opt into them, and sometimes I do forget when I've opted into one.
A couple of returns I have had in the past, few months have been cheap items and are for free returns. So I have just issued a refund and let the buyer keep the item. Absolutely.
We've done it.
I found return rate on gaming items high. Post lockdown over here, they played it and now are returning. Yeah, we've had a couple.
We've had people saying that they're having problems, but then it doesn't result in a refund. So I feel like we're having more returns than we actually are, but I'm just responding to people via message, and I don't know, they figure it out, give it a thump and it works.
Smash that thumbs up, everyone. Thanks for bar. Definitely different promotions across different countries, that's for sure. You guys get like a voucher for eBay supplies. We don't get that at all.
We want that so bad.
I don't know if that's just America or UK or both, but I know that happens. Okay.
Thanks, DBG. Have
Thanks
a good
for being
day.
here. See you, DBG. Good to see you. All right, so we're getting
I'm
really
sorry about the cat bell.
close to the hour period. So we have a couple of things that we want to show you guys. So we've got a couple really cool items. So thanks to Retro Rescuers for hooking me up with the Flintstone shirt that we got yesterday.
That's pretty dope.
Brand new tags. So I don't know how I'm going to wear that, but I probably won't.
Brad's been doing a bit of shopping in the community.
Now, if there's any children watching, you might want to look away now because this is the Ramstein.
What?
Not Ramstein. Rob Zombie T-shirt that we won on the raffle, and it may have some female parts on the front. Let's just hold it right back here.
Oh, that's okay.
So thanks. We were very lucky to win that raffle off of Toby.
Captain Up Shop Nerd.
Very interesting front print. The back print's not so bad. But I might have someone that I want to send that to. So keep an eye out for that. Now we have a box from Frank. If anyone has last minute questions, drop them in as well. Still 82 people watching. Thank you very much. Lucy's asleep. We get it in the UK. Managed payments is a bit of a switching between PayPal and bank account is hard to get your hand around. I find that managed payments is better because I don't need to worry about PayPal. So
yeah, we're enjoying managed. So we bought something from thrifter.me, but this seems like a bigger box than for what we bought.
So I bought this off Frank so that he could donate $10 to the Beyond Blue appeal. It's just a Harry Potter.
Just a Harry
Albus
Potter.
Dumbledore figure by Mattel.
It's the coolest.
Jazz might steal that, or Cara might steal that. But
I think that Cara's designated that as her Christmas present. So, I told her she's going to get expired ink from our store.
If you guys aren't following that, what we're doing as part of the worldwide reselling, if anything sells while we're live on the worldwide reselling, myself, Jada, and I believe Look Mum and Hustling the World as well are donating $10 to Beyond Blue to support their great work they do for people that are struggling. So Frank has hooked me up with an Adelaide Crows supporter scarf.
That is the nicest Crows scarf I've ever seen.
Yeah, thank you very much, Frank. Really appreciate that.
That is actually not ugly.
That'll come in handy next year when the Crows win the premiership. That's a big call.
That was bold. You said that live on the internet.
Yeah, that means something happened, but that's all right.
That's so cool. So, thanks, Frank.
Thanks, Frank. We really appreciate that. Now, we are sneaking up on 3K, which is massive for us. So
on YouTube.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing to our channel. If you haven't, we're going to do a 3K giveaway like we do giveaways at all our milestones, 1,000, 2,000. Now coming up to 3,000, which is
3,001, 3,002.
No,
they're milestones.
No. So we just want to thank everyone for that. So we've actually got some stuff that we're going to give away. So a few people have been commenting on my cap. So as part of our 3K giveaway, I have got some hats in that we're going to give out to the community for their support and getting us to 3,000 subs when we get there. So if you guys haven't subbed yet, let's get rid of Zach's comment, which is awesome. But
don't get rid of
get rid of that one. So yeah, I'm pretty happy how they turned out. So if you guys would like to win one of these and you haven't subbed, smash that sub button for us. get us to 3K and we'll do a giveaway.
I'm really surprised how
The quality of that
good those
is
are. Were you just
very
updating
good.
yours and then you ordered some more extras?
Well, I knew we'll sneak up on 3K and I wanted to do something
Sneaky.
a little bit different for our merch. So I've created some caps. They're snapback, quite adjustable, and they're actually really good condition. So I'm very happy with that. So
That's actually not too shabby.
pretty happy with that.
Very cool.
Brad's starting an OnlyFans. I don't think I'd have too many fans.
What do you mean starting?
There you go. I'm still not been asked to sign up for managed payments yet. Wow, that's insane. Your YouTube
It's
name
probably
makes people less
coming.
likely to subscribe. That's okay.
Cool.
Give the one on his head away.
Well, I think that's the message you got, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they
Is that
can't-
someone was trying to buy your hat, so he's made some extras so that no one has to have
It feels
the hat off of his
exclusive
head.
to Australians. That's a
We
fair
are
point.
very inclusive.
But yeah, we are.
We've got our friends here
That's-
from the US, from Canada, from Ireland. Please come along.
But we do live in Australia, so that's where
we
our name
are
came from.
two Aussie thrifters as well.
But yeah, I can understand what you're saying. But I don't think a change now would work very well. Just put the hat on. There you go.
I look stupid in hats.
Uh,
My head's not good.
So that's Q4. Coming up, I hope you guys have awesome Q4s
Yeah, it's
If-
going to be an interesting time, but hopefully a really good time.
for sure. If anyone would like to ask us any further questions about Q4, please hit us up on Instagram. We're happy to help out. We're pretty open book. We share pretty much everything about our
Everything.
business. So if you'd like to answer any questions, please do. We're happy to share our RSP, talk about our profits and our ups and downs on eBay, because that's what happens as an eBay reseller.
Yeah.
So,
If you're watching back and you've made it this far and you've got comments to add, then just put them down because we'll come back and
I
read
want the
them.
number one sign.
Zach's got the number one signed mug,
Both mugs.
but we don't have any mugs left anymore. So we've moved on to hats because we like having something to
Two
give away.
human thrifters.
All right, that'll be changed next week.
I think you have to be exclusive to Australia because not much converts from country to country with eBay, unfortunately. Yeah, for sure. I think it's always hard to break the US and UK markets. Like, they're different. And I think being a smaller country, Australia probably doesn't get the exposure that a lot of the Aussie resellers definitely deserve. So
We definitely like to share the information that's specific to Australia because
that's where we live.
we learned a lot by watching YouTube, but it was all American.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys do it full time? If not, what else do you guys do for work?
Currently, I am only working on eBay, so I guess that makes me full time. eBay's my main gig.
Yep. I have a full-time job Monday to Friday. I am a project manager, so I work on a lot of projects in my business.
And then he works on a lot of projects in our business.
Yeah, true. So yeah, I guess together, I do a lot of the YouTube stuff, a lot of the social media stuff. Jazz manages a lot of the listing stuff. I do a lot of the deals and buying, a lot of the trying to find new suppliers, draft
Following up
stuff
the
here and
leads.
there. I do a lot of
Oh my God, Zach.
I do a lot of the eBay.
We love you, Zach.
I do a lot of the eBay like back end stuff to try and get sales.
Yeah, I'm the day-to-day.
I'm not sure that's going to go down too well. Geared towards Australia, although we love all of you guys. So
Yeah, we
watch.
feel really lucky to have all you guys here.
Yeah, thank you. We really appreciate that people will stick around for an hour with us. 75 people still in the chat. That's
Definitely
really
do
awesome.
not take that for granted.
Your name's Sweet. That's why I first started watching you. Thank you,
Ah.
Anthony.
All right, can go both ways. It's all right.
Go Crows. Zahir. Thank you for the super chat. Definitely not
So
needed.
you don't need to do that, but thank you.
Could you tell me if you guys are jonesing for anything recently? I'm jonesing for another
Jonesing
big
for-
deal because that's what I love to do. Apart from that, I was jonesing for some Mexican last night. It turned out to be absolute
Oh,
dog.
we ordered the worst Mexican. I hate wasting things, but we put it in the bin.
Yeah, it was like
And then we
the
asked for
worst
our money
food
back.
I've ever eaten. tried to eat in my life. So
we're jonesing for a really good Mexican.
Zahir would not have approved of that one.
Oh no.
I hate eBay and still watch because I love these guys. Thank you, Tommy.
We love you guys.
I do not
For
have
real.
managed payments, and I have been selling for over a year. Yeah, I know there's heaps of people that
Our
still
list of
haven't got
names
it.
just popped into my head of people who are like, nope. I
Thumbs
haven't
up.
gotten an
Thank you,
email.
Zach. Have you sold a Fuglia? What have you sold?
Oh, fuck, they're the dolls that Zahir has.
Ah, there
I
you go.
think. Have you tried drop shipping? We do not
No, it's not part
do
of
the
our.
drop shipping.
Cara tried to have some, but it didn't go
It
well.
was the worst day of my life.
She's like,
I shouldn't
she's
have
like-
laughed at her, but
she's
she
like-
was so disappointed
she's like,
that I had to laugh.
What's this? She's like, this isn't Zambreros. And we're like, no, we've got the other one. She's like,
Yes, embarrassed.
this is shit. So we had to order Macca's after that.
I think the dog had some of hers, but he wasn't that interested either.
It was disgusting. We had to get Macca's for sure. So if you haven't subbed, hit that sub button. Oh, I have another thing.
Go on.
Man, so much stuff. So
You need
we
to
are
drink
currently
after
doing a
this.
massive collab with 8 other
Oh my god.
awesome resellers that do a lot of vintage clothing. So the first, we are doing 10 raffles over 10 weeks. I actually sent it to myself so I could bring it up. I've still got it. Okay, that one.
Oh, look at this.
So 10 raffles. It's going to be called Raffle Roulette. One huge collaboration. 10 weeks. We have ourselves. We have Hammock Hustler, Drip Vintage, 2CC Store, Retro Rescuers, Look Mom Hustling, Diary of a Flipper, Papers Vintage, and State of Wear. All joining us to be a part of this awesome raffle that we're putting together. We're up number 1. So the first raffle will be held on the 9th of October. So we'll be releasing the item on this Friday.
And it's sweet.
But I'll give you
It's
guys
cool.
a sneak peek.
Are we showing it now?
We're showing it now. You can't purchase a ticket for this just yet, but you can see it. So it is this 49ers on a chalk line tag, a San Francisco 49ers this vintage jacket.
Get gold, baby.
Insane, very good condition. It had a couple marks on it, but Jazz got them off.
Oh, they are not there anymore.
So we'll be raffling this off as the first item. There will be $10 buy-in, 25 spots, which is a good price for those. They sell for around $2.50 in Australia. So
Keeping it affordable, and 10 raffles is a lot of raffles, but if you see something you like, what a cool opportunity to get something for like Christmas present for yourself.
check out the back on this thing.
Oh, so
Ooh.
good.
And it's a large, which is awesome. So come over to us, check us out on Friday. We'll be dropping that. Get in quick. That's going to sell out fast. The whole idea of this is that we share the love in the vintage community, get around to some newer accounts.
I've never seen some of these accounts
Yeah.
because I don't look specifically at the vintage stuff, so I'm pretty excited.
So there's going to be some sweet raffles coming up.
And we'll share that on Instagram when that's available to purchase spots.
Thank you, Zach. There's a lot of
Zach.
great Aussies around at the moment, so it's great to see. Thank you very much. Never chat. Cheat on
Never
Zambreros.
cheat on Zambreros.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
Look, we thought we'd try something. It was my fault.
Drifter Thrifters, as always, next time. I ran out of spots pretty quick on it, so I'm definitely happy to get you in next time.
Raffles are for all the time.
How do you get tickets? It'll all be on Instagram.
Insta.
Just as of Friday, it'll go live. So Friday it'll go live. There'll be a week until the raffle is drawn. Every Friday from then onwards, there'll be a raffle on a new account. So it's just going to keep rolling and rolling until all the 10 raffles are done.
Yeah.
And there's some crazy items coming up. I've seen some of them, and man, they
Is
are
it cool? Keep an eye out. There might be something that you need to have in your life.
Had to can my Gunners tee.
No.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Toby. Like, it was a really awesome item, but yeah, I think with raffles, like $10 is what sort of people want to like buy in at. I've seen a lot of raffles like above $10, even with insane items just not filling. So, yeah, it's just, I think $10 is the way to go. So definitely,
Buckaroos.
damn, don't have the gram.
No,
Maybe
how else can we?
hit me up. Are you on Facebook,
Hit me
Anthony? If you're on Facebook, hit me up at 2 Aussie Thrifters and I'll sort you out. I've decided to on a spicy item we're going to enter. I was going to hold it hectic raffle item, so I'm going to submit it. Sweet.
We love a
So
spicy
stay
item.
tuned for that. There'll be a lot of promo material being circulated for that because we want to get everyone across every account. Show some support to all these different vintage stuff. We have some awesome stuff coming in the vintage range. So that's kind of why we're starting to get into it a little bit. We're not changing our business model to vintage. That's not what this is. We're adding another stream to our business. So yeah, we have some awesome pieces and that's going to go insane, that one. So keep an eye out.
And there's 10. So like if you don't get a spot in one you want, there's going to be another one. So
all of these I'm actually going to be putting out a post tomorrow about this. So you guys have got an exclusive. So tomorrow I'll be tagging all the different accounts over on Instagram. So you guys can head over, give them a little bit of a follow, show them some support because they're all awesome dudes. All were super keen to get involved. So yeah, really cool to see that community come together.
Internet meet them. Sarah's in the house. I love checking out Sarah's
D20 dice. There you go. Fire, do you know when managed payments will be coming to everyone?
End
No.
of...
I think it was October, they said.
But
I'm not confident
if that will actually happen.
So thank you everyone for joining us. Once we get to 3,000, we'll do a giveaway. Head over to our
subscribers. 3,000 people.
I thought we'd get like 3, like literally 3.
Well, our mums are subscribed.
So yeah, we will be doing that raffle later this week, starting on the Friday, and then the raffle will go live the next Friday. And we'll also be releasing the next item on that Friday. So join in live, even if you're not a part of it, because you'll find out what the next item will be over on Sam's channel. So keen. So keen. Thank you, everyone. Google is your friend. 300 stalkers. 3,000 stalkers.
3,000 stalkers.
I did miss that, Tommy. Sorry. I was talking too much. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate all the support. We will see you next week. Friday, we have a video going live. What sold in September? Is that right? Is it September? Yep.
Yes.
So we have to edit that one real quick on Thursday night.
End of September.
And next week, we'll have another live coming at you and talking some more eBay. So
we'll talk about something and things.
Thanks for the 80 people that joined us again tonight. Really appreciate it. And we will see you next time on Twazzy Thrifters.
You're awesome.
Bye.
Bye.